Yeah, we back in the building, y'all. Y'all already know the vibes, man. We back in the building once again. And yeah, I know y'all seen the thumbnail. Hold up, Smoke. We talk about Dolph. Yeah. Rest in peace, Dolph. We got to talk about Dolph. And y'all know the reason why? Because we got the alleged mastermind. Y'all remember the guy, the bald head guy named Govan, whatever? The guy that's cool with Big Jook. They allegedly was best friends and all this, but a lot of people, he played like him and Big Jook wasn't. Well, yeah, he's going into court in 2 months, July 28th. That's like right around the corner. And Yo Gotti and Angela Simmons all of a sudden broke up. Ain't that kind of strange? Kind of like weird. Y'all don't find that kind of weird? Govan court dates coming up July 28th. There's a lot of narratives in the air saying that Govan might end up might dropping more information on this situation and might talk about the Yo Gotti because they've been saying allegedly there was a Rico coming on CMG on Yo Gotti because of the situation that happened with Big Jook and Young Dolph. Y'all gotta remember the beef started with Yo Gotti and Young Dolph. And Big Jook is the big brother, so you know he's gonna be involved in all this. But see, y'all gotta understand, this is a thing they call conspiracy also, and you're the head honcho of your label. Me, the CMG Rico, and they kept bringing your name up in the court during the trial of the two shooters for the Young Dolph case, meaning Yo Gotti. They kept bringing his name up. And all of a sudden, him and Angela Simmons break up now, 2 months. Right now, they just broke up. This is all on the internet. I just think it happened a couple days ago, some shit, last week, whatever. But I'm going to show y'all, though. But it's just kind of funny how he put it out there, him and Angela separated because of this Govan case is coming up in 2 months. I got to start connecting things. What's going on here? Let's talk about it. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video. Because we about to go over these clips. We about to go over the news clip, too. Because Govan, I just got a gut feeling he's going to start doing a little bit of this. He sat back and thought about this for a while. Remember that. Let's get this show started, man. Yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in this building. Smash that like button. Ain't going to hurt your feelings. Ain't going to cost you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. You have it. I don't know what you're waiting on, to be honest. Keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. Share the video. Shout out to Team Smoke and Smoke Gang. Shout out to my people that got their membership. Shout out to all my supporters that have been supporting this channel, man. I couldn't do it without y'all. My day ones all the way till now. Let's get this copyright out the way, man, because we got to talk about this. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play also owned by the original creators. So we got this, right? Angela Simmons and Yo Gotti have ended a 3-year relationship all of a sudden. And I seen this a couple of days ago, but I was quite busy a little bit. You know, you got to handle your outside personal life first and handle your business. You know, that shit comes first sometimes. Well, all the time. Let me say that with that part. But when I seen this, I said, oh, hell no. Hell no. How the hell, all of a sudden y'all want to break up now? Because remember, Yo Gotti was just on vacation somewhere in London. He posted up, oh yeah, lonely in London. Y'all can go check that out. It's probably on the Google. Go check it out. It's an old post he just posted up a while ago. Angela Simmons actually posted something also too. She posted this on her little story on her Instagram. All of a sudden now they playing this little breakup thing. But see, when I sit back and I think about this and let this marinate in y'all brain when I'm about to tell y'all, when I sit back and think about it, I'm like, oh, all of a sudden, y'all just want to break up now because the Young Dolph case is still continuing. It didn't end. So that's what people got to confuse at. A lot of people, I bet you a lot of people even forgot that Govan is going to court, the alleged mastermind. Yeah, he's the last one standing, plus more. That Govan probably gonna end up talking about. Hopefully that he probably do in court. Because if not, they're gonna smoke his dumb ass in court. And everybody thought, I even thought his court date was in August. Remember, the last time they went to court, they was talking about like the middle of the week of August and shit. I'm like, God damn. They switched it back now. Now it's in 2 months, July 28th. All of a sudden, we get the two little breakup from the head honcho over there from CMG, Yo Gotti and his woman. Nah, Nah. And the reason why I say they playing little games here, because I feel like Yo Gotti know that shit coming, the Rico charge. And I feel like, you know what, he's probably telling Angela, we're going to have to separate right now because I got to focus on this shit because this shit is coming. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Peep this out, though.
Things going on.
Yeah,
he might be indicted on
he
Rico.
And he don't want to bring her down. And
he might be indicted on the Rico.
No, definitely. Yeah.
I think that's coming down the line.
Yeah. So I could see, all right, we going to
slide. Or it could be, this could be already orchestrated. And this is like, they're just finally doing this to push her away.
Yeah, 100%. And that
might be what's going on right now.
And that's the only thing I could think of. Because like I said, like any man that put that much, he put effort into getting Angela. He put effort into that shit.
Yeah.
So any man who put effort into that shit and really like wanted it like that, if she's waiting till marriage, because there's certain women that don't care about marriage, but for the fact that they're saying that she's trying to wait till marriage,
right,
gives us the idea that she actually wants marriage.
Right. A lot of things are going on.
As BS. Y'all remember the narrative is that she wanted to save her little y'all get what I'm saying, the pom-pom, whatever, until she get married. This is a narrative that they spinning around right now on the internet that Angela Simmons is saying, and Yo Gotti is saying, oh, I can't deal with it no more, so he's separated from her. No, nigga. We ain't falling for that. Nah. Y'all got to sit back and think about this. This Dolph case ain't over. Rico coming to CMG. Yo Gotti's shaking in his boots right now. This shit is continue going. This case is not over. CMG is another. They just got over. Man, listen. They just knocked off a goddamn rapper down there in their hometown, and there's plenty of videos that I did and plenty of videos on the internet that shows that Yo Gotti and CMG was absolutely beefing with Young Dolph. Let's go back and think about this right quick. Remember how many times they attempted to try to knock Young Dolph off? Remember the LA situation when they locked one of Yo Gotti homies up, and he's connected to Yo Gotti when Young Dolph got shot in his arm out there in LA? Another connection down in Charlotte with the 100 shots and all that. When on Black Youngster and the two others got arrested for that situation also. That's all connected to CMG, y'all. What are we talking about here? That's violence. That's nigga dumb out. You playing with guns and all. That's Rico coming right there. So Yo Gotti chilled for a little bit, got on Forbes list. You don't remember he was on the Forbes list like what, 2 years ago, a year ago. Right after Big Jook passed away, his brother. Next thing you know, him and Angela, they live in kumbaya, they live in life, they smiling and all this. All of a sudden now, after they convicted her on 2 shooters, this one Yo Gotti was a little comfortable. But Govan got to go back to court, Yo Gotti. What are we talking about here? He's the alleged mastermind that's connected to your brother. That's your brother that's actually the co-founder of CMG. You and your brother built CMG. Y'all forgot it was a whole different goddamn name before the name y'all got now. It was what, Cocaine Music Group, some shit like that? Y'all built that. So that they're gonna still continue to try to get at Yo Gotti no matter what. And Govan gonna end up probably gonna start talking once he get in court. This nigga done sat back and thought about this shit for a while now. They're gonna smoke this nigga if he don't start talking. They already got the 2 shooters. And who's we to know that straight dropping Cornelius then start giving more information behind bars? They're not going to tell the public everything. We don't know Cornelius probably like, yo, man, you know what? I got more information to tell y'all niggas. Right after right after the trial and all that shit. We don't know that. They might have did. But let's get to the news clip that was a couple weeks ago, the beginning of this month. And they was talking about the Govan, May 1st. This is the update to the situation. And he's going to court in 2 months in July 28th.
The man accused of orchestrating young Dolph's murder will go to trial this summer. Hernandez Govan was back in court this morning.
Now, this was the last hearing before his trial. Fox 13's Sheila O'Connor explains the interesting request his attorney made today.
The biggest update out of the courtroom for Hernandez Govan is his attorney has asked for the judge to appoint a private investigator in this case. Now, the judge said she has no problem doing so as long as the necessary documents are filed and an official motion is filed. Outside of that, they said everything is all set to go for Govan's July 28th trial date. The judge did say she will not set any more status updates, hearing, and everything else will be handled on the day of the trial, which is again July 28th. The DA's office, of course, says Govan was the one who introduced the two shooters to Big Jook, who they say put a $100,000 hit on young Dov's life. Govan is facing first-degree murder and conspiracy charges. Stick with Fox 13. We will keep you updated every step of the way of this case, especially as that trial starts at the end of July. Reporting outside of 201 Poplar, Sheila O'Connor, Fox 13 News.
Fox 13 has been closely tracking everyone involved in the young Dov case. A jury convicted Justin Johnson of first-degree murder last September. A judge sentenced him to life in prison. The other accused killer, Cornelius Smith, testified in Johnson's case, you might remember. The DA's office confirmed that he made that deal to testify. Meanwhile, Jamarcus Johnson pleaded guilty to accessory, but if he stays out of trouble for 6 years, he will avoid time in prison.
Back to court, July 28th. What are we going to hear? What information you going to get? What's the surprise they're going to give us when he comes to court? Because I don't see Govan going in there, standing on the 10 toes down. Jook already knocked off, and there's a reason why they knocked Jook off. Come on, let's be serious here. They still don't got no information on the Jook situation. And I sit back and wait on that. Think about that. Let that marinate in your brain. Let that marinate in your brain right quick. They didn't bring, we don't got no info, nothing on the Big Jook of his situation, the way they knocked him off at a repast after he left the funeral. And he left a popular funeral. Bovain, one of the legend out there in the streets. The Bovain family, whatever. Passed away. May him rest in peace. Whatever. Govan and Yo Gotti attempted the funeral. Yo Gotti left. Govan, on Big Jook ended up going to the repast with his mom and somebody else. They was in the truck. What's kind of strange is the truck wasn't even bulletproof. I forgot. He got hit up while he was on the truck or standing by the truck, whatever. That shit wasn't bulletproof. That tells me y'all know y'all niggas in war with them niggas in Memphis. Me and the CMG, Yo Gotti and his brother Big Jook and all them niggas. I don't care you go to the funeral. Niggas get knocked off at the funerals every day, B. Niggas do that shit all the time out here in these streets nowadays. Niggas don't care, man. You left your brother for dead when you left Yo Gotti and leave that nigga with no security, no bulletproof truck, had that nigga riding around for his life to get taken. And that's exactly what happened to goddamn Big Jook. And they still no information on they don't even got nobody on that situation. You know why? Because they don't want to. Because they know if Big Jook's still alive, allegedly. And everything I speak on is alleged. That CMG empire was going to crush down, bro. Big Jook would have still been alive because of this young Dolph situation. Because we as the audience and the people and the fans of young Dolph and the people that's following this case as bloggers like me, we would have seen Big Jook in court with Govan right now as we speak. They couldn't afford that. So they had to get him up out of here, Big Jook, bro. A lot of people think it was get back for Dolph and all that, the PRE camp allegedly. We don't know. It's just kind of strange how he just knocked him off and he was going to get indicted for this. And then after that, it was going to be a Rico right after that. Big Jook is the co-founder of CMG. He's the boss too over there with Yo Gotti. And they still don't got no evidence on the situation. And all of a sudden, Yo Gotti split up with Angela Simmons 2 months before this trial starts again. What information Govan gonna give us? What other information that the prosecutors and everybody got? Like the lawyers, what information they got? We don't know. Because they definitely want Yo Gotti. Because they know Yo Gotti's basically like he's the mastermind behind this whole shit allegedly. We could say it's Big Jook, but you got to understand, him and his brother sat at tables together, discussing how they're going to get rid of this nigga, meaning my nigga Young Dolph. He was too much of a competition. He was too much of a problem. And he was going overboard to a point that he was dissing Yo Gotti so much, man, people wasn't even want to hear Yo Gotti music no more. Not saying Yo Gotti ain't got his own audience, he got his own fans, but Young Dolph was on that nigga neck, and we all know that. So what better way? You telling me Big Jook sat at the table with just Govan like, yo, we're going to do this and that. No, nigga, they did it. They did it because him and his brother agreed on that shit. Him and Yo Gotti. There's no way you're gonna tell me Yo Gotti didn't know what the hell was going on after y'all tried to kill Young Dolph 2 times from the CMG camp. Y'all attempted on that man's life in LA and in North Carolina. And that both came from the CMG camp. And then the people they arrested for the 2 situation was affiliated, and one was an artist over in CMG. Black youngster and a nigga from LA. That's friends with Yo Gotti. What? And y'all telling me no Rico wasn't coming for Yo Gotti soon? Nah, they piling up information. That's what they doing. They piling information up. That's what they doing. And I got a gut feeling Govan is giving up information. Because Govan know Yo Gotti too. There's no way in the world, nigga. You close as hell with Big Jook. You and Big Jook, close as hell. Y'all take pictures, y'all go to clubs together, and you telling me that nigga he don't know Yo Gotti either? Man, get that. Nigga, that's Big Jook. That's Big Jook homie right there, Govan, man. There's no way. No way. No way in the world. Let's get the Big Jook news. Remember when he got knocked off, though?
Back to that story we told you about off the top of the broadcast, a deadly shooting in Hickory Hill with connections to Memphis rapper Yo Gotti. Fox 13's Lakia Scott joins us live tonight from St. Francis Hospital. That's where the victims were taken. Lakia, what were you able to find out? Good evening to you.
Good evening, Daniel. Well, at least 5 police sources have confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Now, Big Jook is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, we were at that scene earlier tonight. Police say 2 men were shot outside Perion's restaurant and event center around 4:15. Now, that's on Winchester near Kirby. According to the Memphis Police Department, the victim was inside a vehicle at the time and was brought here to St. Francis Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. Now, I'm also learning there was a second person who was shot and was also taken to the hospital. It has not been confirmed who the second person is, but we do know it is a man, and he was airlifted to Regional 1 in critical condition. Now, the Memphis Police Department spoke with us today in a press conference. Let's listen.
Right now, we do have video that we're analyzing, but we don't have a clear suspect identified at this time. But we know that a weapon was used, a firearm was used in this incident. We do feel like the individual that was shot was possibly targeted by the suspect.
Can you tell us whether one of the victims is Yo Gotti's brother?
I can't confirm anything yet.
Now, again, at least 5 police sources confirmed with Fox 13 that the person killed is Anthony Mims, also known as Big Jook. Big Jook, again, is the brother of rapper Yo Gotti. Now, according to police, there is at least 1 shooter, but there may be more involved. Daniel.
Fox.
There's no way in the world you telling me that Rico and them charges ain't gonna come to Yo Gotti soon. There's no way y'all ain't gonna no way. No way. There's too much proof. There's too much altercation between them. There's too much shootouts between the CMG trying to knock off Dolph. Black youngster get arrested in North Carolina. He's an artist on the CMG. He's running around here freely now. All of a sudden, he's back on the internet now. He was just on the internet a couple of weeks ago, talking about he back. But see, black youngsters are troll. We all know that. He's staying away from the internet for a reason. Because Yo Gotti, that's Yo Gotti, little homie, man. He listened to Yo Gotti. So you telling me the shootout that happened in North Carolina, where they locked up black youngster and 2 others, you telling me and that person, black youngster, is actually more connected to Yo Gotti than Big Jook? Because that's Yo Gotti, little homie, and we all know that. You telling me there wasn't no connection between that? Yeah, you know, homie, we just called him down here. This is Matt Hunter shot. You telling me Yo Gotti didn't know that shit was gonna happen to young Dolph down in North Carolina? I sit back and wait. Nah, smoke. Maybe black youngsters did on his own. All right, I'm gonna put this bug in your ear right quick. Hold up. If black youngster attempted to do that on his own with the 2 other individuals for the shootout that they did at Young Dolph when they shot that shit 100 times, whatever, and Yo Gotti didn't press no button allegedly to go do that shit, Why is Black Youngster still continue to be under the label? Why would Yo Gotti risk his label continue to have a nut ass nigga like that, Black Youngster, attempted to go take Young Dolph life in North Carolina with no permission from his boss, Yo Gotti? Why would Yo Gotti continue to have him under the label? That just bringing heat and problem in the feds and the police to your label. Why not just drop that nigga saying, nigga, you bugging the F out? I ain't tell you to go do that shit. Why is you bringing heat over here? That part. I sit back and wait. What y'all gonna say? Contract business? Yo Gotti got enough money to break that damn contract and tell that nigga get up out of here because you wildin'. That's how you know that shit that happened in North Carolina with Black Youngster is connected with Yo Gotti. Cause why Yo Gotti ain't dropped that nigga off the label? I would have, nigga. If you go do some nut ass shit and I got an empire like CMG that I'm building that's making millions and millions of dollars, nigga, and you go do some foolery shit like that to bring the feds and everything else over here, and we ain't telling you to go do no shit like that, we getting your ass out of here, nigga, because now the feds is watching us. It's bad enough me and Dolph already got a little situation going on, and you want to go do that with no permission. He had permission that day to go do it, that part. What are we talking about? I sit back, let me repeat myself. He had permission to go do that, allegedly. The shootout that happened in North Carolina, where they locked him and two other individuals up, Black Youngster. Because why you would have a nut-ass nigga like that continue under your label that's going to bring more problems and end up shutting your whole empire down for his goddamn foolery? Because he had permission to do it. Ain't no nigga gonna continue having somebody like that that's gonna end up bringing feds and problems to your label, bro. You're not gonna continue having that shit. You're gonna boot his ass up out of here. We could be friends from far now. We just can't have you around here doing this shit no more. That part. This is more important, nigga. I got an empire to build. So when I sit back and think about that and thought about that before, I said, yo, this nigga had to have permission to go do them 100 shots and buck at Dolph that day in North Carolina. And they arrested his dumb ass and two others. Meaning Black Youngster. Come on, my nigga. And then the LA situation when a nigga got arrested for popping Young Dolph out there at the hotel in LA when he got hit in his arm. That nigga was connected to CMG also. It was Yo Gotti, homie. See, Yo Gotti and Big Jook had different homies. You gotta understand that. Just because you're brothers, that mean y'all mutual with the same friends y'all grew up with. Nah, Yo Gotti got niggas he rock with, and Big Jook got niggas he rock with. And Govan was one of the niggas that Big Jook rock with. And I know for a fact Govan know on Yo Gotti too. It's no way in the world you wasn't around Yo Gotti, nigga. You was, nigga. Let's go to a little interview he did on YouTube a while back. Y'all remember this? When he said, oh yeah, I don't know Black Youngster. I don't know Yo Gotti, this and that. And nigga, you connected very well. You got the CMG label and you got the CMG street niggas. You're connected to the CMG street niggas. Govan. You're Big Jook, kumbaya, nigga. Nigga, you his best friend, nigga. BFF, nigga. What we talking about here? That nigga was putting crazy money in your pockets. Made Big Jook rest in peace too. And all of a sudden, they still don't got a clue what the hell happened to him. And then 2 months before Govan trial starts, the Young Dolph shit, this nigga Potato Head, Yo Gotti, he just, now all of a sudden him and Angela split up now. No, that's because you don't want to bring it to the problems. That's why. And Angela know that shit coming too. Let's continue. Remember this little interview Govan did though?
What's you and Black Youngster relationship?
Man, I don't rap. I ain't never met no motherfucking Black Youngster day in my life.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Out to him though, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't know, bro.
Alright, was you on the crime scene? I'm just gonna say it like this, what the blog was saying.
LeBron James, your uncle.
For real, Jake. For real, man. Alright, man. I'm trying to get into all the rhetoric. You know what I mean?
I'm here, man.
All the rhetoric.
You understand?
Alright. What's your relationship with CMG?
Man, I ain't got no comment on this shit.
I feel you. I feel you.
I can't. You know I'm, bruh. You know I still got an open case, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a lot of shit that I can't speak on. All respect you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and if you from the streets, you know what I'm saying. You know you understand that. I'm sure. Hopefully you can respect it too.
Still open case. And this was what, 2 years ago? That's an old interview you did on YouTube. He never did it again because the judge told niggas stay away from the internet, all that. But remind y'all, this the alleged mastermind. This the way they supposed to paint the picture. He was the one that organized this shit with Big Jook allegedly. And you telling me, yo, God, man, what? Govan about to tell them everything. He about to say, yo, God involved in this shit too. You can see this shit from afar, man. There's too many connections involved connected to Yo Gotti, especially with the black youngster situation. And his brother Big Jook, man. Big Jook is the co-founder of CMG. That's conspiracy. There's no way in the world you telling me Big Jook was the only one that planned this shit to get Dolph up out of here. No, it don't work like that. First of all, Yo Gotti the one with the bigger bag than his brother. He a rapper and he a boss. Nigga, what we talking about? Big Jook was just he's just the co-founder boss with his brother. He ain't the rapper. He ain't getting that extra money that Yo Gotti getting from rapping. So he got the bigger bag. What are we talking about here? And we all know that Big Jook was connected with the cookie girl and all this shit. Oh yeah, we know about that. She, I mean, whatever. She act like she don't know shit, whatever. I mean, everything gonna come to the light eventually. Maybe July 28th and continuing with the trial of Govan, that shit might probably gonna be more nasty. It's probably gonna be more interesting on what we're gonna hear at the court. Because we don't know what they got. We don't know what Govan might end up saying. This nigga might end up just switching. I don't see this nigga standing 10 toes down and taking life for the situation. Because they still gonna smoke him no matter what, because you're the alleged mastermind with the person that actually wanted Big Jook. But y'all end up getting Big Jook up out of here. See, like I said, before I get out, if Big Jook was alive, this shit would have been way more crazy. Because we don't know if Big Jook would have stood 10 toes down. We don't know that. All the evidence, they had all the evidence on Big Jook. That would have connected to Yo Gotti. Eventually, they would have had to go lock Yo Gotti ass up for conspiracy, some shit like that. Rico would have been coming on CMG. If Big Jook was still alive, that shit would have been came. But since he's not alive, that shit takes a little process now. Because you got the main mastermind that they wanted, Big Jook, and he's connected to Yo Gotti. Then you got the person that connected the shooters to Big Jook, Govan. Now the only person that's left is Yo Gotti and Govan. But the person they got going to court is Govan. So is they gonna end up getting this nigga? All of a sudden he split up with his wife, his girlfriend, Angela Simmons. All of a sudden, nah, nigga, you just ain't trying to drag her to the situation. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Because time is ticking now. The court date's coming up. They ain't pushing it back. They ain't doing none of that shit. July 8th, July 28th, that shit is stamped. It's nasty work out here, man. And I'm going to keep telling y'all my opinion. I know they got the two shooters and all this, Cornelius and this bullshit, whatever. There's still more people involved. That whole shit was planned. That whole shit was organized, planned, man. They planned that shit from listen, they didn't follow this nigga. They wasn't riding around looking for, man, listen, it wasn't none of that shit. They knew he was coming to that cookie shop that morning on Young Dolph. They knew that shit, bro. There was a Thanksgiving giveaway, and they knew Young Dolph and the team was going to be out there. They knew it. What better way to get this nigga coming in the cookie shop and we could trap him inside? He can't run nowhere. Because like I continue saying in my last video, Dolph rode around with BP vehicles, bulletproof vehicles. And we all know that, from the cars to his trucks. The nigga got videos of showing us all his BP vehicles. So they knew they had to wait till they get this nigga out the goddamn car. What better way than like, yo, who knows he's gonna go to that cookie shop that day. We gotta connect ourselves with somebody in that cookie shop because Dolph be going there. This how them CMG niggas are thinking, the Big Jook, the Govan, or whoever else connected in that cookie shop that let them niggas know that Dolph was on his way there that day. There's no way you're gonna tell me that nobody didn't make a phone call, a text. Nah, Smoke, they would have found that on somebody's phone. They didn't arrest everybody. A lot of people didn't get arrested for the situation. That's the point. Somebody from that shop allegedly let Big Jook know. Big Jook hit Govan. Govan let them shooters know. They knew what time. They knew what Dolph. They knew everything when Dolph was going to pull up. Cornelius Smith stood on the stand, and we all watched this. Cornelius Smith stood on the stand and said that there was a bounty on everybody's head. Remember the photo? Remember they showed this in court, the 100K on Young Dolph, 50K on Key Glock, and all this, whatever. Cornelius Smith said that they was at a red light and they seen Dolph ride past, and that's when him and Straight Drop followed him. Nah, nigga. Y'all was on y'all way to the cookie shop already. Y'all just caught Young Dolph early. They was on their way to the cookie shop. They was gonna squat somewhere around that cookie shop, bro. For the people that got sense, think about it. That nigga was lying up there on that stand. Go back. He said that, yeah, we was sitting in the car, because that day, we was trying to collect the money. We was trying to get anybody from the PRE camp from the list that I showed y'all. The list that I showed y'all, according to Cornelius Smith in court, he said they was on a hunt that day, basically. But see, I don't believe that. They was on their way to the spot, meeting Young Dolph. They was going to go meet that nigga early there, nigga. But it was just a coincidence. While they was at the light, they seen the car fly by. And they went behind it. And remember, Cornelius Smith said they let Dolph go in the parking lot inside the cookie shop. He said him and Straight Drop spent around the block. And when we seen the video, you see the Benz coming from all the way down the street, and it's hauling, and it's doing like 100 miles per hour down the parking lot, going straight to the cookie shop. According to Cornelius Smith, he said they spent around the block the first time. Nah, they caught that nigga early, meaning my boy Dolph. They was on their way to that cookie shop to go squat, to go sit down somewhere and wait till Young Dolph pull up, bro. That was the plan. But they caught Dolph early when he rolled past them niggas. That's exactly what the hell happened. I didn't believe that story Cornelius Smith was telling us on that stand. I said, nah, nigga, you was on your way to that shop allegedly, and y'all was gonna squat somewhere, plot somewhere, and wait till Young Dolph pull out. And wait till he get out the vehicle. So y'all can run down on this nigga like they did when we seen the video. Because they know all his vehicle was BP. Wait till he get in there, we're gonna trap him inside there. But my opinion, my smoke, allegedly, I still feel like they got the heads up. They got the dropper. Somebody gave him a head up and dropped the location and told him exactly when Dolph was going to pull up there. But when they was on their way up there, they seen Dolph ride past them. That's what happened. There's more people involved in the situation, champs. There's more people in the back end involved in this. This shit was planned. This shit was organized. They already tried 2 times to try to get Dolph out of here. Think about it, man. Think about it. You tried 2 times from the camp, the same camp, CMG. And then the head boss is Yo Gotti and his brother, Big Jook. You can't make this shit up. There's no way. They definitely coming after Yo Gotti somewhere. They definitely coming. There's no way. And I feel like Govan gonna give us some information that we ain't hear yet. I really feel that. I think Govan gonna start thinking about himself. I think Govan gonna be like, you know what, Big Jook gone, nigga. I ain't really got the money like that unless Yo Gotti probably. See, we don't know what shit. You don't know what people do in the back end. Everything ain't for the internet. You don't know when people who they know, who they meet up with, shit like that. Govan been around them niggas for years, bro, meeting the CMG niggas. That's big. That's one of Big Jook, one of the main niggas, Govan. I'm pretty much sure allegedly Govan handle a lot of business for Big Jook, all types of shit. Because they cool like that. And Yo Gotti know that nigga. And Govan know them too. But see, I got a gut feeling that one of the shooters might be Cornelius Smith, might be Straight Drop. I got a feeling one of them niggas might end up talking even more soon when the Govan trial start. It's a lot that we don't know yet, y'all. It's this Dolph, yo, I'm telling y'all, this Dolph case is like Nipsey case. It's the same shit. It's bigger than what we think it is. It's bigger than what the case that they showing us. It's bigger than what the arrest that they gave us. You know what I mean? With the shooters and Govan and then Big Jook get knocked off. And they want to make it seem like, oh yeah, he was just a target. Nah, they got that nigga out there for a reason. Because they knew he was gonna be, I'm not saying Big Jook was gonna be the weak link, but it was too much damage and too much evidence on Big Jook, and it was gonna connect. It was all that shit was gonna get connected to Yo Gotti. They couldn't take that. They couldn't take that type of sacrifice. They said, nah, we can't. I love you, bro, but we gotta do what we gotta do here, nigga. I got an empire here, man. Sometimes I feel like PRE they even had nothing to do with Big Jook's situation. I really feel that way. I really feel like they knocked Big Jook off his own niggas, his own camp. Because they knew he was too much of a hot boy, man. They had too much crazy evidence on Big Jook with this young Dolph situation. And you can't take a chance on that. Lord knows Big Jook might have started talking. We don't know. The nigga, he was an old man when he passed away. This is nasty work, y'all. July 28th is coming up, though. We're gonna see what Govan gonna talk about. We're gonna see everything. We're gonna connect the dots and see who Govan's connected to, because the only one left is Yo Gotti. Is Govan gonna take all the weight for Yo Gotti? To be continued. We're gonna see. Till then, give me your opinion about this. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, give me your theory. Y'all already know the vibes, man. I'm up out of here, man. Rest in peace to young Dolph, man. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. Salute, gang. Yo Gotti.